Derek reached out to me on the weekend wondering about soybean meal. And today, well, I will talk to you about soybean meal. My name is Trent Klarenbach with Klarenbach Research. Today is December the 10th, 2024. And the first chart I will show you is the soybean meal futures contract. This is the continuous chart. It is using the January 2025 price as the current price. And you might recognize this chart being different from my usual charts, as it is a line chart. Now, the line charts, I don't prefer them for my analysis, but they do work good on the longer time frame, just to give you some ideas of where the price has come from and where it is now and where it can go in the future. So this is the line chart of soybean meal futures. It goes way back to 1970. And right now we're trading at 291. And this is a very interesting level. We've talked about this in the past. This is an area that's been acting as support since in 2008. So that'd be what, 16 years, 16 years of support at this level. But why is this acting as support? Well, for previously from, basically going back, just to say 1973, but it's been acting as a level of resistance until we broke out above that in, sometime 2007 and got higher. So that previous resistance often acts as support, and that is what we're seeing right now. So it's a very important level. We're testing the lows of, May of 2020, and, it remains to be seen whether we will find buyers there. I'm going to switch over to the weekly, and I'm going to go back to the candlestick chart. There's a little bit more information on the candlestick chart. And you can see that, maybe we'll go back to the line chart. There we go. Yeah, you can see how we're testing these lows of 2020, and it's, again, a significant level, often where this is a level of previous support. So a good strategy is to buy at support and sell at resistance. So if you're looking to get long soybean meals, maybe this is a good opportunity. And we'll look in some other time frames to see what that looks like. And maybe we'll develop a thesis whether we should go short or long at this level. Here's the weekly chart, back to the candlesticks. Now, you can see we're testing this previous support level. I happen to think we're have 1 to 4 weeks of a pullback or a rise in the price. Maybe get back to that, round number 300, the previous support level. And then if it gets back there, then we'll reassess what's going to do, where the price is going to go from there. I'm going to put on the RSI. And so I got the RSI here and the MACD down below. And I'm just going to show you what I tend to look for. I don't talk RSI very often, but I will in this situation. What I look for is divergence between the price and the RSI. So right now we're seeing some divergence. We're seeing lower prices. At the same time, we're seeing a higher RSI levels. So we got some divergence there, suggesting to me on the weekly time frame that we are going to get a rally soon, and maybe this might mark a pivot in the price somewhere along here. As long as we're, kind of above this RSI level, then I happen to think that we have this divergence and it's going to play out. Now, looking at the MACD, MACD is interesting. I don't find it a very good timing indicator, but nonetheless, it's the lagging indicator. I guess it's not supposed to be timing, but nonetheless, take a look at this. I see one pass of the slow line or fast line above the slow, 1, 2, 3, 4, and looks like we're going to have another test of that. So I think we might be a bit early for a rise in a sustained rise on the weekly chart, but nonetheless, it looks like it's setting up for a rise on the weekly chart. We're seeing some compression of the MACD too here. So at some point it's going to break out. Let's just maybe do something like this and get an idea what I'm looking at here. And, it's kind of looking like something's going to give here at some point. So maybe we see higher prices, maybe we see lower prices, but, it's suggesting to me that, we could see a rally soon in the price of soybean meal. Let's get rid of those two, clean the chart up. Now, if you're looking to get long here, where would be a logical place to put a stop? Maybe underneath this low right here with this low of 285. See, that's a low right here of 281. Maybe an entry here at 291 with a stop below 280 might be a good opportunity. Manage your risk. It could work out fine. Let's look at the daily chart. Now, the daily chart has a little bit more problems. We'll put my moving averages back on here. And you can see we're still in a downtrend. There's really no reason to get too excited. We have to assume that the price is going to continue lower. But we're seeing some consolidation. If I put on my MACD and RSI, let's clean this up a little bit so you can see what I'm looking at. One thing I do look for is on each of these charts is look for some divergence on the RSI on the daily chart also. I'm not really seeing that. Now maybe perhaps we are. We're seeing a level here where we made a lower low and we haven't made a lower low on the RSI. So maybe we got that divergence. But you want to keep an eye on this. You want to kind of get an idea of what to, look for these ideas or these divergences to get some support of a thesis of a price change. We haven't broke this yellow trend line, but that doesn't mean the price can't go lower. But this could be an opportunity for a long position below 280. But you have to make the trade your own. Manage your risk accordingly, but it's kind of looking like maybe something could happen here. My name is Trent Klarenbach. It's sunny in Saskatoon. Life's good.